This week at Bungie, we have modifications on our mind. Guardians are further proving their worth as Proving Grounds has become the featured Nightfall strike. It's been added to the Vanguard strike playlist, so all players will now have a chance to tackle the giant tank on Nessus. Liking and commenting on this video tells YouTube to share it with other people who may be interested in this content, so if you appreciate this video, please consider liking and commenting. It is one of the greatest things you can do to support this channel. Check the description below for helpful links discussed in this TWAB. Gear up! With the return of 801 to the tower in Season 14, some quality of life upgrades will be introduced to a couple of our tower vendors. First, in addition to being the primary vendor associated with the upcoming transmog system, also known as armor synthesis, 801 will become the vendor who delivers a variety of armor-focused items and upgrades. Each day, 801 will now sell one randomly chosen armor mod from the general and armor slot groups, and one randomly chosen combat style armor mod from the Charged with Light and Warmind cell mod groups, which should make it easier for players who missed these in the past to get their hands on some of the armor mods from Year 3. On a weekly basis, 801 will also sell one armor set randomly chosen from the World Loot Pool with a stat roll that will change each week, as well as armor upgrade materials. This leaves room for some changes with Banshee 44. The gunsmith will no longer sell armor mods and, on a weekly basis, will sell a selection of 6 randomly chosen weapons from the World Loot Pool, featuring perk rolls that are randomly determined at the start of the week. Bungie designed Celerity to be a wildly powerful perk, but understands that a trigger condition that relies on failure generally feels pretty bad, and the power it grants doesn't negate that feeling. Players never like betting against themselves or their teams. Not only that, but the perk is useless outside of trials and a few other activities. Bungie has 3 goals for Adept weapons. 1, give players a tangible reward to aspire towards with custom visuals and a unique name, letting them flex a little. 2, give players who've earned an Adept weapon a minor power boost and some gameplay customization options. And 3, don't make players who can't earn these weapons feel like they can't compete with players who have them. Bungie states that adding Celerity and Bottomless Grief to Adept weapons is not possible because of limitations with how legendary weapons are designed, potential power creep with adding a new perk column, and it would work against Bungie's 3rd goal regarding Adept weapons, especially since there would be potential to stack Celerity with things like Outlaw and Rampage. In Season 14, the following changes will be made to future drops of Adept weapons, so current weapons will not change. For Nightfall weapons, Bottomless Grief will grant a permanently active plus 30 to the magazine, and will be a fixed alternate perk in the left column on Adept drops of Nightfall weapons. For Trials weapons, Celerity will grant a permanently active plus 20 to both reload and handling, and will be a fixed alternate perk in the right column on Adept drops of Trials weapons. Next week, Bungie will go live with a presentation of the Prestige Exotic mission that went live earlier this season. They're excited to share the creation experience and behind-the-scenes stories. The Prestige Exotic Mission Developer Deep Dive will go live on Wednesday, April 7th at 1 p.m. Eastern on Bungie's Twitch and YouTube channels. You can join my community on Twitch for a viewing party. My Twitch link is in the description below. The Proving Grounds Nightfall went live this week. Beyond Light and the Season Pass are required to play this particular Nightfall. All Nightfalls require ownership of their associated expansions to access. With the launch of patch 3.1.1, players' Guardian Games ghost shells were unintentionally replaced with other ghost shells and would disappear when equipped. This issue is now resolved. To address any lost currencies resulting from this issue, players will be granted a masterworked version of each of the rival Guardian Games ghost shells currently unlocked in their collections. Players with full ghost shell inventories will have their shells sent to the postmaster and should pick them up before they get pushed out by other items. With the launch of Beyond Light, some changes were made to how flawless triumphs were rewarded for dungeon completions. While previously flawless triumphs would be awarded on an individual basis for not dying during the activity, they now award on a fire team basis instead. This means that every member of the fire team will need to have no deaths during the activity for the flawless triumph to be awarded for each dungeon. Prior to altering their cross-save setups, players should keep in mind that cross-save does not permanently transfer characters or account data between platforms. In order to access your cross-save characters on a different platform than they originate, cross-save must remain active. There is no possible way to permanently transfer account data between different platforms. The link for getting started with cross-save is in the description below. Here is a list of the latest issues that were reported to Bungie in the help forum. Players can continuously respawn in the electric wall in Presage and become trapped. Players may become stuck under moving platforms in the Proving Grounds strike. The wanted Arcadian Cord bounty is no longer available from Spider. Xeris Greed of Zivur Wrath is incorrectly displaying as Fallen Walker. Players using Wish Ender may not be able to see through walls when standing in a Warlock's Rift. For a full list of emergent issues in Destiny 2, players can review Bungie's Known Issues article. Players who observe other issues should report them to the help forum. If you didn't do it already, be sure to claim your Prime Gaming rewards from last week. Link is in the description below.
Dude, Falamus got us to 100 subs.
We reached 100 subscribers on Twitch, and I am holding up my end of the bargain. We are holding a 24-hour stream on Tuesday, April 6th on Twitch, and that also happens to be my birthday. I haven't decided the exact start time, but I'm thinking about 4 a.m. depending on whether I can get out of bed. You never know. We will begin with Coffee Talk and move on to Destiny, of course, and we will also play some community games such as Overwatch, Phasmophobia, Among Us, and Jackbox Games. If you would like to join in the fun, join the Discord and get to know the community. Preference will be given to active community members for the sake of moderation and safety. As always, please like, comment, and share. I wish you all a wonderful weekend, and I hope you get to spend some time with your loved ones. Happy Easter.